Hola, good people. Gandani here from House by Gandani. Very excited to release the first episode of my three-part bedroom makeover series. This has been a labor of love. Woo! She has been a journey. She has taken plenty of months. She has taken plenty of sweat, work, blood was shed during this project, but in the end, it was all worth it. On today's episode, we're tackling the entryway. I see no shame in forcing an entryway even where the space seems too small. I squeezed mine into the nook that's behind my door. It's literally 90 by 60 inches, but I knew that that area could serve its purpose if well styled to be a place where I can put all my masks and everything, so that when I'm going out, I'm coming in, it can be like, it can serve the function of an entryway. It's not a must for it to be a grand space for you to fit an entryway into it. It was a journey with this one. It was mostly cosmetic. We did a lot of painting and the transformation was humongous. Let me stop talking and leave you to enjoy the entire process from the beginning to the beautiful, beautiful end. Okay, so if you've seen the previous makeover and even from the slow montage that I gave in the beginning, you could have seen that it was a bit patchy, that paint job that I did to cover up the burgundy, and mostly because I was trying to cover up a dark color, and I left it halfway the first time that I did it because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with this entryway. And so now that I'm finally making it over, I've decided to go on and paint it white, but then I had such little white paint and this roller was not doing what it's supposed to do. It was soaking up all the paint and I really struggled to put paint on the wall from the roller. I don't know if it's my lack of expertise or what, but I really struggled to paint it, and even after all the time and effort and strength that I put into it, it still came out really patchy, and I just decided to, give it a break because it was a lost cause and paint the door black. I really wanted to add black accents into this space, and that ugly fake wood tone of the door was really not cutting it for this entryway. And so what I did is to paint it out all black to just cover that. I think it's laminate or something of the sort that they've just printed some sort of faux wood tone onto it so that it looks cohesive with what I wanted to do with this space. Yes. Hola, so the entryway. I have done the door and quite bold. I love this. I love the pop of gold. I love the black. It is everything. It is everything. So, as you can see, it's still looking a bit patchy, and that's because I ran out of white paint. But ignore what I'm blabbering about here. I was really trying my best to describe what I wanted to do with this space, which can be best described by this image right here. But this was just an inspiration. The first thing that I did was just tape off where I wanted my black to end so that I can have some sort of half and half effect, and I went and painted out the bottom half of that entryway all entirely jet black to get that contrast of the top and bottom. Baby bumblebee, won't your mommy be so proud of me? I'm washing up my baby bumblebee, won't your mommy be so proud of me? Okay, so the this is how we are looking after the first coat. I am not regretting the half and half. It's decent. It's decent. So I'm going to continue. I don't know. I think I'll paint the border of trim that goes around black as well, so that like it is defined. And then I'll just need to find a pattern to do up here. I'm not sure for now. In black, obviously. And then I think we'll be done and we'll just be left with styling. This has to be the most unsatisfying tape removal ever. Like, that bleeding is just sad. But you can clearly see that the black of the wall and the one for the door really came to look so cohesive together. I loved it. Hello, so it's the next day. It's not even morning, it's actually like 9 something in the evening, and I did something in the daytime. I don't know if it's clear. I did, okay, I had some little white paint left, and I'm like, you know what, let me just try and cover at least the top parts because they were extra patchy than the rest. And so I saw that there's no need to use a ruler, and I used the good quality brush that I used to apply on this wall, and oh my god, I was able to cover the entire wall. Actually, both of them. Like, they look so good. The coats are exemplary. Like, the coverage, and it used so little paint. And I'm like, so is this where I have been going wrong? Have I been buying the wrong brushes? Because every time I pass by a hardware and they tell me, oh, we have this brush, you have this brush, and I'm like, hey, give me the cheapest one. As long as it can transfer paint from point A to point B, I am good. As long as it can cover my walls, I am good. But like, investing in a good quality black, speak English, Carlton. Investing in a good quality brush is actually saving in a way, because I'm looking at the amount of paint that I used to cover this wall and I'm just shocked. Because the roller was so wasteful. I'm just like literally shocked. Either way, this is what we're doing next. I think you've seen a sneak peek of what we're trying here. So I'll insert a picture of what we're trying to achieve here, the inspo that I got. Yes, I scroll on Pinterest a lot. You have to forgive me at this point. So this is what you're trying to do right now. And I'm going to be using masking tape to achieve that.
Cloud by day to shade me from the scorching sun. A blazing fire guide my path through the darkness. But now as you lead me in motion, I listen to your heartbeat, your breath as we dance. A cloud by day to shade.
The entire makeover is done, and you know what time it is? It's time to add all the little styling elements.
From the scorching sun, a blazing fire guide my path through the darkness. But now as you lead me in motion, I listen to your heartbeat, your breath as we dance. Life with you is so adventurous, like rolling through the grasses and running through the masses. To see you and run into your arms
that just darling? Like, the beauty of this entryway for me, first of all, is that pretty gold mirror that I made myself in as a DIY, but that's an entirely different video on its own that will come after this series. And how just adding those hooks on the wall for storage and whatnot make that space so functional while still making it look aesthetic with the gold and the painting that we did. And it looks so cohesive, it matches with the entire room, and it is an entire vibe. I can't wait to take my OOTD pictures right now for Instagram every morning right there, because it serves its purpose. When you're leaving, I have my mask there, my sanitizer, my ballet mafuta, to touch up where touching up needs to happen, and you have your indoor slippers over there. Like, it is very functional and it still looks quite pretty. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this process. Look out for the next episode. We'll be tackling the home office in episode 2, which will come next week on Tuesday. So keep it locked to Gandani Carlton. You can follow me on my Instagram at House by Gandani and Gandani Carlton. Either way, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Au revoir.
Life is